And I wanted to, okay. Let me ask you, first of all, do you see everybody or do you just see me? Do you see everybody? Or do you just see me? Okay, so I want everybody just to see me, and I don't know how to do that. But
well, I think we are the ones that determine that by pressing the little the plus or the minus button. Like right now I can see y'all. If I hit the minus, then I just see you.
okay. Well, all right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. Welcome, everybody. So glad that you could be here and hop on with us. So glad. And you're in for a treat. We have some wonderful friends who are going to share their stories later on. And I always begin these presentations by saying that we are all on a health journey, and it looks different for all of us. So tonight, we are here to share with you some great information. I'm going to share with you some hope, and I'm going to share with you some things that I think you'll find valuable and give you value as you move through your personal health journey. I am going to be sharing my story with these PowerPoint slides, and also later we'll share a wonderful website that we absolutely love that anybody can go to and access at any time. And of course these personal stories, which is really great too. I want to begin by saying that we are part of what we call a healthy living revolution, where we are a community of people that are trying to take healthy back. And you'll see when I share my story with these PowerPoint slides why I'm so passionate about sharing this now, and have been doing this for 19 years. That's right, 19 years. But I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful for what I've learned over these 19 years. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. I love Zoom, and because it's such a cool tool. And I do hope, though, that technology is on my side tonight. Okay, here we go. All right, can everybody see Healthy Made Simple? Just a thumbs up if you can see that. Okay, great, thank you. So 19 years ago, I was a vitamin junkie. I had a shoebox full of vitamin pills and supplements, and I was always wondering why I was catching colds and why each cold was turning into or was resulting in just a sinus infection. I had knee issues from ballet. For any of my ballet friends out there, remember I had knee issues and it was pretty bad. I had allergies, adult onset allergies, which was kind of interesting. When I moved to Kansas, all of a sudden I was on Claritin. I am a mom, and at the time my boys were little. They were 3 and 6, and I was wiped out. I was exhausted. I was an older mom. When I had my pregnancies, I was severely anemic with both of my pregnancies and had to have or almost have blood transfusions, even though I was taking that great big iron pill, huge iron pills with both pregnancies. I thought I ate well, and I loved exercise. I had been a group fitness instructor in the past, and so I loved to exercise. But my issue at that time was energy. You know, my energy was waning, and I had to take daily naps. So that was my normal. And I was invited to a health seminar about that time, and it was 19 years ago. It was an animated RN from St. Louis, and she put up on her overhead, now this was before PowerPoint, on her overhead she put up this image. And this is a Newsweek magazine from 1994 that discussed the controversy over fragmented megadosed vitamins. And it cited a 10-year study done with 29 smoking men from Finland who were given megadoses of antioxidants, C, E, and beta-carotene. And the hypothesis was that the group taking the vitamins would have less cancer. However, they had to stop the study at 8 years because the group taking those vitamins had not only more cancer, but faster growing cancer than the placebo group. And so they had to stop the study. It kind of threw the research community into a tizzy. So this was back in 1994. And it was news to us back then. But I didn't know about it. I didn't see this article. And so 7 years later, I'm just learning about it. And I was scratching my head going, maybe that's why all those vitamins I had in that shoebox weren't working. And not only that, maybe they were doing more harm than good because I was megadosing. And then I'm thinking, well, where do vitamins come from in the first place? Well, they had come from fruits and vegetables. They come from, I think, right? So now, since that article, there have been thousands and thousands of studies, yes, that show that cancer can be prevented by eating fruits and vegetables. And this is an old Cancer Society poster you can see here, and you don't see any vitamin pills. You just see a variety of fruits and veggies. But it's not just cancer, because look at what else is going on with our other chronic diseases and other things that we might be worried about. But they have linked better nutrition, and to improved or to prevention of all of these diseases, or helping to prevent and actually help with curing these diseases. So the statistics, I'm sorry, they do look grim. However, there is hope. And this is Dr. Bill Sears. Love him. He's America's pediatrician, and he's written over 40 books. And he says that 75% of all chronic disease is preventable. But we have to be diligent. We got to step it up, and we have to educate ourselves. This isn't like pussyfooting around here when you look at these statistics. And how about our kids? And this is what really kind of gets me on my soapbox. Dr. David Katz from Yale University says this may be the first generation of children to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. I mean, really? That's ridiculous. So why? Okay, what is going on? There are toxins, and I won't go into all of that, but we're breathing them and we're putting them on our skin. And how about the toxins that are in and on our food and other things that we consume? Our food quality is definitely decreasing. And of course, we all know this. We're supposed to be eating half our plate each day with each meal with fruits and vegetables. So after that seminar, those 19 years ago, the person who invited me gave me a cassette tape. This is before CDs, and I would listen to it. And on it was this wonderful infectious disease doctor, and he was quoting this other doctor, Dr. Bruce Ames, who is a famous American biochemist. And Dr. Bruce Ames said, you might as well stand unprotected in front of an x-ray machine as to not eat enough fruits and vegetables. And I'm like, well, I know that fruits and veggies are good for you, but I had really no idea that they were that important or that impactful or that protective. I really had no idea. So I'm like, okay, why? What is it? Well, here we go. It's the basic science of nutrition. Everyday living causes free radicals and oxidative stress, which damages healthy cells. So as I'm sitting here right now, I am burning energy, and that is metabolism. That's just part of my metabolism, right? It's burning, but I am creating free radicals. That's the byproduct of that burning. So there's a car burning fuel, and there's exhaust. Or there's a log in a fire burning, and there are ashes. So that is, I liken it to free radicals. That whole process is oxidation. Antioxidants from fruits and vegetables neutralize free radicals and protect your cells. So you want to take that apple and cut it in half and let it go brown. But if you don't want it to go brown, grab a lemon, it's a fruit, and squeeze it, because in that juice, inside that lemon are lots of antioxidants, and that will protect that apple. It will keep it healthy, if you will, and white, and not aging, and not oxidizing. It's basic science there. I loved learning that, and it's so much more basic than we realize. But I love this too. So, what makes an orange orange and what makes a tomato red or a green bean green, those are plant chemicals or phytonutrients. So these are vitamins and trace minerals and antioxidants and everything else that help prevent disease. This is a list of 400 ingredients that have been found and named in an apple. Scientists believe there are over 10,000 in an apple, or in a piece of broccoli, or in a tomato, in each piece of produce. And different colors, fruits and vegetables, have different phytonutrients that do different things for the body. That's why you need that rainbow of color. You keep hearing that, but this is why. And you need to do that in your diet to detoxify and protect. Variety is as important as quantity, and no single fruit or vegetable provides all the nutrients you need to be healthy. Everything you see here in this list, and this is just a partial list, this is just 400, but everything you see is in the right ratio and the right balance and synergy, and your body knows exactly what to do with it because it's food. Compare that to a multivitamin over here, 20 isolated components, and that's why a vitamin could never replace this apple. We have a deficiency in this country, and it's not a vitamin deficiency. It is a whole food deficiency, and that is what this whole healthy living revolution is about. We want to shout this from the rooftops. So, of course, I said, great, I'm going to go to Whole Foods and buy as many fruits and vegetables as I can afford. Couldn't afford that many, so I went over to the regular grocery store. And, I had good intentions. I was going to buy a variety, and whether I liked them or not, I was going to try to eat them. But here we go. We do have a situation in our country. Today's mass-produced fruits and vegetables packs less nutritional punch. Our produce is deficient. There's no vine ripening. The produce is picked early. The soil conditions are so different than what they used to be years ago. And a lot of the fruits and vegetables have lost their nutrient content. And this is why we need to eat 7 to 13 servings. It used to be 5 a day, but they knew that our produce was deficient. So now it is 7 to 13. So I had to ask myself at this point, I said, okay, I've got to be real here. Am I doing what they call the core 4 of health? We want to eat real food, we want to exercise, drink water, and sleep our 7 to 8 hours. And I was doing most of that back then, except the exercise was hard because I was so tired and I was not drinking enough water. But, really looking at how many fruits and vegetables I was eating, in reality, it was deficient. Let's just put it that way. And I knew that I needed to do something. So this nurse mentioned a simple solution, and not a replacement of eating fruits and veggies, but something that would ensure that I was getting that variety every single day. And for me, it was making that one little change, that one simple change to armor my body and flood it with incredible concentrated powdered produce. And this is what it is. It's Juice Plus, been around 25 years. And I was mad. I was mad that I hadn't heard about this before, because I could have certainly used this when I was pregnant and had all that anemia going on. And I could have certainly used it when I was a young mom, and I was so exhausted. But here I was, the kids were still young, and I jumped on this. I'm like, this is different than anything I had ever heard before. Juice Plus is unique. It is concentrated vine-ripened produce. It's not a vitamin. The Juice Plus products are gluten-free, they're vegan, non-GMO, dairy-free, and they have a food label, not a supplement label. And I'm like, okay, and there we go. This is just 2. There's the fruit and the vegetable, and this is what's in Juice Plus: broccoli, parsley. I mean, it's a nutrition facts label. I just wanted to show you this. This is a vitamin pill, and it says supplement facts, right? And this is a bag of carrots. And then if you look on the back of the carrots, you see nutrition facts. And then you look on the back of a Juice Plus bottle, it says nutrition facts. It's not taxed in states that don't tax food, because that's what it is. So I was very excited about this, but I was also really skeptical, because I had been taking a shoebox full of stuff for many, many years. And I'm like, okay, what else could be proving to me that this is the real thing? And that's where the research came in. The fact that there was research on the product really caught my attention, and it still gets me fired up today. There are 39 studies to date, and you might recognize some of these amazing research institutions where Juice Plus has been studied. And later tonight, I will go into a website where you can actually access the research and open it up and look at it and read it. I'm not a healthcare professional, but it's really nice to have this proof, because I haven't found anything, nothing in that shoebox full of stuff ever proved to me that is actually getting into my body. 18 of the studies, by the way, do show bioavailability, that it's actually pre-absorbed. And that they could have stopped right there. That was very, very exciting to me. So what I did is I jumped on board and I did started taking Juice Plus. 19 years later, I've been on 2 rounds of antibiotics as opposed to 2 to 3 per year. I forgot and I forget that I have knee issues. I don't remember that. And I haven't had seasonal allergies. I threw those Claritin things away years and years ago. And you know, this is about anti-aging for me. I'm 62 and I'm not on any meds. So that's exactly where I want to stay. I want to stay on that preventative end. I feel like you pay now, pay later. So I would rather put my effort into the preventative end rather than the sick end. Okay, so that is my story. There's also a wonderful children's, and we call the family health study. And I mention this now because, you know, my kids have been so healthy too. When they were little, they never missed a day of school due to illness. Kids can be free for up to 4 years. They must be 4 years old all the way to college age kids. And it's basically if mom gets on Juice Plus, or an adult gets on Juice Plus, they can sponsor in a child. We have over 1 million kids participating, and just look at the wonderful results. You know, it's just fabulous. So I'm going to close this PowerPoint down here, and hopefully I know how to do all of this. And here we go. And our team name is Team Difference. And it's because we're making a difference to hundreds and hundreds of people around this country, and some actually around the world too. I couldn't keep this to myself when I found out about it. And I had to share it, of course, with those I knew and loved. It's not sold in stores. It needs that education. And that's exactly, you know, that seminar I went to opened my eyes. So I'm going to ask Renee to unmute herself if she would. And the first person I shared with, one of the first people I shared with, was my next door neighbor. And at the time, it was my friend Renee. And that was a long time ago, right?
It was. I can't believe it was 18 years ago, actually. And Cindy did share Juice Plus with me and the benefits of being on fruits and vegetables, but at the time I couldn't have a lot of the ingredients in Juice Plus. I was diagnosed in 1989 with interstitial cystitis, which is a huge word, but it's an inflammation of the bladder. And I had gone to 5 different urologist in the Kansas City area. The last one just threw his hands up and said, I don't know what to do. We have tried everything. I'm going to send you to an infectious disease doctor. So he did, and I went, and she put me on Elmeron, amitriptyline, and Neurontin, which are medications for epilepsy. It was not that I had epilepsy, but the side effects of the medication is that it deadens nerve endings. So the doctor thought, well, she's got pain in her bladder, so if we can deaden her nerve endings, then we can alleviate her pain. Good plan. However, it made me very lethargic. And at the time I had a 3 and 5 year old, and I was trying to get them up, get them ready for preschool. And I just was very lethargic. And so it would wear off during the day, and at nighttime I had to take it again just to sleep through the night without pain, and then on the circle. And so I remember thinking there's got to be something better here. And Cindy, of course, you know, shared Juice Plus with me again. And I said, you know, I'm really not interested. And she did ask me to come over and bring my blender because she was going to do a health talk, and she was going to make smoothies. And so she said, would you bring your blender? And I said, fine, but, you know, I'm really not going to order Juice Plus. And she said, that's okay. And so when I went in, I was in the kitchen, and I remember that she put this video in, and it was Dr. Du Bois. And he said, "Hello, my name is Dr. Du Bois, and I'm an infectious disease doctor." And that's exactly who I went to 2 years prior to that. So this was in 2000. And so in 1989 was when I got on all the medication. So my ears perked up, and I walked over to the living room, and I remember thinking, wow, he's talking about nutrition at the cellular level. What if I could heal my ulcerated bladder by nutrition? Just what if? I've tried everything else. And so at the end of the video, I said, "Cindy, sign me up. I want to get on Juice Plus." So I did, and I ordered. And when I got it, I knew that it was such dense nutrition that I probably should go very slow on consuming it. So I opened up the capsule, and I sprinkled a little bit on my food, and then I put the capsule back together, and the next meal I would open it again and sprinkle a little bit. And so I did it gradually. That was in May of 2000. And 3 months later, I was off all 3 of my medications, and I can eat and drink anything I want to. Now, you might think, drinking coffee or having a glass of wine, chocolate is not really that important. However, every once in a while, you want some chocolate and a glass of wine and some of those things. And I couldn't even have a slice of pizza. The tomato paste on pizza would make me sick for 2 days. So I was drinking orange juice, and I remember my husband said, "You're going to be sick." And I said, "No, I've been taking Juice Plus, and I really feel so much better. I'm not having those bombs, those electric shocks in my bladder. I think it's the Juice Plus." So I can't say enough about the healing properties of Juice Plus. Our bodies are machines, and you put good things in it, and it's going to heal. So I will forever be on Juice Plus, and I'm forever thankful that Cindy James was persistent with me and made me bring my blender over.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you. It's such a powerful story. And if you know of anybody that's dealing with interstitial cystitis, Renee is always open to doing what we call a connection call. And interstitial is inflammation, and there are other things similar to that, like endometriosis, all of that kind of thing. So just keep that in mind. So now I'm going to take you to a website here, if I can do it. Yeah, here we go. Okay, can you see where it says Healthy Living Revolution? Thumbs up. Can you see that? Yes. Okay. All right. Good. All right. So this is a great website that anybody can go to at any time. You don't have to be involved with Juice Plus or anything like that. This is about being healthy and just being into our healthy living revolution. Here's the home page here. I love it. So it's healthylivingrevolution.com. Okay. And you'll see a lot of resources here. And if you scroll down, I'm going to go over to my cursor, the cookbook. These amazing cookbooks that you can download or print out, or you can even do it digitally. But we get a new cookbook every 4 months, and you can go back and look at the other ones too. They're fabulous. Now, they're pretty heavily plant-based, but you can always add in a protein of, whatever you wanted to do, of, chicken or fish or whatever. So this is fabulous. There is an introductory video that you can watch, and then there are all these different resources here, and I'll be just touching briefly on them, but from up here. And so under resources, there's the cookbooks right here, and this is Healthy Living Revolution Live. And I'm going to click on this. Sometimes it takes a little while to load. When Zoom is open, it sometimes takes a little bit. This is, I'm going to quickly pause that. This is a webinar that happens every once a month. There's a new webinar, and it's education. It is free education. This month features the chiropractor, Dr. Michael Ewald. Phenomenal 30-minute webinar on dealing with injury, inflammation, and other physical issues, and the connection of nutrition. Now, if you click on previous episodes, oh my goodness, there's a plethora of fabulous webinars, and some of the subjects are eye health, eating disorders. There is a wonderful pediatrician talking about children's nutrition, toxicity, gut health. Even that wonderful nurse that I was telling you about, who I saw in that seminar years ago, she's featured here too. It's going to clear in just a minute. There we go. And they're all about 30 minutes long. There's Wendy Campbell, Gift of Health, skin and beauty, love, gut health, fertility, and diet. I mean, this is just all free information. And I really think that you can invest, we all can invest some time that will help our health and our family's health too, and learn. This is part of it. We've got to educate ourselves and really know what's going on. So I wanted to show you that, because that is one of my favorite things to do, is to share these. And actually you can put them on Facebook too, if you feel so inclined, or you can email them to a friend if you wanted to as well, if there was a subject that you wanted to talk to or address with a friend. So under the resources down here is Home Fitness Series. That's really fun. There is a fantastic book that you can download with wonderful articles about exercise. And then there are videos that you can do at home. Pilates, there's yoga, there's FIT, which is the, HIIT, which is high interval intensity videos. And so you can, do this in your living room and just on your laptop. So all these great videos are here. Charity miles. Every time you get on a bike or go take a walk, upload your miles. There's an app that you want to do, and the Juice Plus company will actually donate to your favorite charity. The list of charities are all there. I like St. Jude's because this company partners with St. Jude's. We sponsor their marathon every year. But I mean, there is diabetes, and there's Alzheimer's, and there's ALS, all these different charities. You can actually be a part of a team too. So this is really fun. Community events. I have salad in a jars a lot, and a lot of our team have different wine and wellness events. We have doctors that come and visit, so you want to get with the person who invited you and make sure that you're on their email distribution for events. And then Freedom Revolution. So Freedom Revolution is a website that talks about why people like us have joined this mission and have gotten really excited about it. So there are people, Juice Plus, 80% of the people taking Juice Plus are just that, or just customers. But there are some that want to share, and actually are some that actually do this full time or create a second income. And these are people from all walks of life. So when you click on that, you scroll down, you will hear stories from athletes, medical professionals, parents, teachers, military, and other professionals that have decided to partner with us and come alongside. Start strong. I love this. Anybody who has a child, kids, and then grandparents, this is a wonderful children's program. There's books that you can download, print out, their activities, and actually there's a YouTube channel too where kids can actually make a video of themselves and then put it here, and they can watch themselves. And it's private and it's closed, but it's really fun for kids to do that. So at this point, I'm going to because we're talking about kids, I'm going to stop share, and I'm going to ask Jenny Appleton if she wouldn't unmute herself, because she is in Michigan, and I like to call her Supermom. And when you hear her story, I think you'll understand why. So Jenny, take it away.
Well, thank you, Cindy. That's very sweet. Hey, everybody. My name's Jenny, and I am a busy homeschool mom. I have 7 kids. They are 12. My oldest is 12, all the way down to 7 months now. So I don't know if I'm super mom or crazy mom, or I think I fall somewhere in the middle of that. So my story kind of encompasses the Juice Plus products and also the business side a little bit. So my husband is an amazing public school teacher. And so that puts us living on one income, which is how we choose to live, which is awesome. But because of that, sometimes we have to make choices about where we're going to put our money. I've also always wanted my kids to eat as healthy as possible. As a mom, if any of you are moms, you know exactly how that feels. But as a busy mom, I found it hard to make sure they were getting all of the fruits and the vegetables that I wanted them to be eating every day. Plus, a few of my kids are more picky than others. Even though we make them eat everything, they don't want to. And so sometimes getting them to eat anything besides an apple or a banana is really hard to do. So it was just taking more time, effort, and money even than I realized that it would. So I first heard about Juice Plus from my sister-in-law, who is on this call, and she's a very successful personal trainer with 4 young kids of her own. When she told me about the Simple Solution and specifically about the fruit and veggie gummies for kids, I knew that I wanted that for my family. The family health study, or it used to be called the children's health study, but the family health study now that gets kids free gummies was an awesome way to get, some gummies for some of our kids. But with our large family, it still wasn't quite enough for us to be able to afford it for our whole family. So then she also shared the business side of the company, and it just seemed like a perfect fit, a way to gain maybe some financial freedom and a way to afford this awesome product while also getting my family on this. And it was a company that I knew that I was proud to support and represent. So we ordered the gummies for everyone to start off, and we loved them, everybody, even myself and my husband. And previously, my husband had never taken a vitamin regularly before, maybe here and there, but not regularly. But he soon became very regular at eating his gummies every single day. I personally am taking the capsules now, and I feel like they just give me an energy shot every morning as I get ready to tackle my busy day. It's the first thing I do when I come downstairs, before my coffee even. I even took them exclusively as my prenatal throughout my last pregnancy with my 7th baby. I was very healthy during that whole time, and my baby also was very healthy. He was born at a whopping 9 pounds, 5 ounces. So he's a very healthy, happy little guy. My kids love their gummies. I've often, and even today I did this, caught the toddlers with a bag of them, eating them by the handful. The great thing is that when that happens, I know that all they're eating is food, and it's not going to hurt them, although it will cause a large bathroom visit in the future. But seriously, the little gummies are building my kids' immunity, keeping everybody's bowels moving regularly, and giving me as a mom peace of mind that they're eating a huge variety of fruits and vegetables every single day that otherwise they wouldn't be getting. And for a mom, peace of mind is everything. So I'm very thankful for Juice Plus. I'm very thankful for the business opportunity behind it, so that our family can afford this simple way to fill our bodies with tons of produce daily. So just by sharing it with others who can also benefit. So that's my story. Thanks for listening, and thanks for letting me share tonight, Cindy.
Awesome. Thank you, Jenny. That was wonderful. Super mom. Dun, dun, dun. See, she has a cape, I think. Don't know how she does it. But peace of mind is something. It's kind of like our nutrition insurance, every single day. And so let me just go back here for a minute. So over here is one simple change, and I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to watch this little video here. I love the fact that the company's transparent as to how this is made, because there's a lot out there, and there's a lot that says that they are plants and everything like that, but there's a lot of salmonella out there too. There's a lot of bacteria and mold out there, and herbicides and pesticides. So it's really nice to know how clean Juice Plus is and just how it's made. So this little video will go into that. And you can always come back and watch these other videos too, which I'll explain in just a little bit. I'll turn the volume up here.
Juice Plus is raw, vine-ripened fruits and vegetables in a capsule or a gummy. I like to call it a salad bar in a capsule. And it's the most thoroughly researched nutritional name brand product on the planet.
I'm a physical therapist, and so the science behind Juice Plus is important to me. But when you combine the science with what it's actually doing in people's lives, it's a no-brainer.
And that really helps you, because when you go into stores, there's shelves and shelves of product and you don't even know what it is, if it's what's in the capsule or the tablet. You have no clue. With Juice Plus, you know.
people want to know. People want to feel better. And they want something simple and doable and easy. And, you know, we get so tired of all these diets and lifestyle plans that are so complicated with pages and pages you have to follow. And this is easy.
You know, life is just crazy, busy, fast-paced world now, and so it's just nice to have an answer like Juice Plus where we can get something that's convenient and simple, because so many times we're just looking for a really fast fix. You can't get much faster than capsules and soft chews and getting it down quickly. So you don't have to worry about your kids not liking the taste, because there's no taste. You just swallow a capsule. So you don't have to worry about how am I going to prepare this or hide it or be all clever. It's just like, take your Juice Plus.
The fact that it's an easy, simple way for me to get this in my body every single day without thinking about it.
I don't know how much simpler it could get that they actually did the work for us, and I don't have to juice.
I don't always have time to chop and dice and slice and clean and all of that. So Juice Plus is a lifesaver.
Where can you go in life and get that?
We're in a position to deal with the best growers in the world. And most of these growers specialize in a particular crop. And unlike what we see in the supermarket that goes through a very complex distribution chain and is probably picked a week or two prior to the time they actually buy it, Juice Plus produce is allowed to ripen and is picked at the peak of ripeness. It's important because the nutrient value develops in the later stages of growing. And in fact, we deal with the types of growers who have facilities right there next to their fields where they can instantly clean, wash, and process the fruits and vegetables. And it's the state of the art in terms of preserving the nutrient value of fruits and vegetables. Well, of course, the juice then goes into our proprietary drying process. Everything stays very cold until the very last minute. And then the warmth required for drying is applied. But it's maintained at temperatures that don't damage the nutrients. It's an enormous difference between the quality of Juice Plus and the quality of typical fruit and vegetable juice drying. So the powders are then shipped to our final manufacturing partners who do blending, encapsulation, packaging. Their equipment is state-of-the-art. Their certifications are second to none. And all of our manufacturing partners, whether they're growers, juicers, encapsulators, they have quality control procedures that we have reviewed and approved at every step of the way. All of our partners have their own labs, do their own testing, and they provide certificates of analysis that match our specifications before they ship the product. Quality control is essential for a quality product. And I can say with complete confidence that there is no nutraceutical or nutritional support product made in the world at a higher quality than Juice Plus.
So that's John Blair. He's the vice president of the company, and actually he was the chairman of the board of the Council of Responsible Nutrition for many, many years. So I'm really thankful for his expertise, and he's going to be coming here to Kansas City to speak in November, by the way. So you can come back here and look at Complete, which is our protein powder. That is the macronutrition, if you will. Wonderful, all plant-based and delicious tasting. And then our Tower Garden, which is the vertical growing system, where we can actually grow lettuces and fruits and vegetables inside or outside. We have grow lights up for inside, so you can have grow all year round. It's just incredible. Mine is still outside, and I'm still harvesting tomatoes and all kinds of things. It's just great. And then very quickly over here to the Shred 10 program. Shred 10 is a 10-day jumpstart. It's a great way to wrap the product around a program. And it's not a weight loss program, but we take 10 days, and there's some guidelines. There is a Shred guide book that you get, and also a wonderful cookbook, a cooking guide too. But it's, okay, and it's great. You can come here and look at the video and learn more about that. But it's when people are not doing gluten and not doing dairy and some of the things that we eliminate more of the bad habit type things. So we add Juice Plus, we add more water, we add our exercise. It's just incredible what people feel in 10 days. We have another Shred starting November 5th. We have a private Facebook group. We have a lot of fun. There's a lot of activity and and support, and we have a blast doing it together. It's fun doing things together. And one last place I want to take you, as I was saying before, is the juiceplus.com website, but over here under clinical research. This is where you can actually, come back and dig in and look at some of the published medical scientific journals, which are just really amazing. And if this yanks your chain, what you can do is you can actually put your cursor over these the journals, and there's a synopsis, but if you click again, it will open up the entire study so you can read through them. And then also, here are some of the results. And the thing is that Juice Plus does not do disease-specific research, but every disease or every disease does fit within a category. So, for example, bioavailability, and if you click that, you will see there are 19 studies that show that Juice Plus is bioavailable, and then you can click on the study and read that. So, it's bioavailable, improved dental health, heart health, improved immune system, DNA, healthy skin, reduced systemic inflammation, quality of life, lung health, and on and on. But I wanted to point out juiceplus.com under clinical research. You definitely want to do that. The research speaks volumes. People have amazing stories to tell about it, though, too. And as our final story tonight, I wanted to ask Monica to unmute herself and to speak loudly because she's on her iPad, and to share her story. Love Monica. Her son and my son are college roommates. So.
Thank you, Cindy, for inviting me to share my story tonight. Ironically, it's also it's ironic that you should have asked me tonight, because today marks the 5th year anniversary of my very last treatment date. So, which is a nice segue into another date that I have in mind, which is June 19th. It was June 19th, 2013. And that's the date that I started my quest for a better, healthier life. I remember the date because that's the date that I became a statistic. I remembered the date because that's the day I was told that I had stage 1 non-invasive ductal carcinoma, breast cancer. Saying those words now, 5 years later, is a lot easier, believe it or not, than it was in 2013. But there's a reason for that, and that reason is because I feel as though I have found something that can protect me from reoccurrence. It's not that I don't believe in modern medicine. I think there's a time and a place for prescription medications. But I just don't think that there's anything that can protect me better than the power of whole food nutrition. 2013 was scary when I started my research to try to find something simpler to help me get healthier, to give me reassurance that my life wasn't going to be cut short. That search back then proved to be more difficult than anticipated, and it left me very skeptical that such a thing that even exists on the market. It was 2 years ago that I was introduced to Juice Plus. In watching a video and listening to a doctor talk about periodontal health, that is where I took note initially, because I had been struggling with that for years. And so after listening, I thought, well, why not? I'll give it a try. So I was about 5 months into my Juice Plus regime when I had gone just for a regular checkup. And my doctor, knowing that I had quit all of her prescriptions, asked me what I was doing differently because my gums had healed themselves. Well, the only thing I had been doing differently was taking Juice Plus, and she responded in, keep taking it. She goes, I've read all the studies, I know it works. And she too was a consumer of Juice Plus. Well, it was at this point that I started paying more attention to the Juice Plus that I was putting into my body. I would go to events, I would listen to doctors and others in the medical field, nutrition, people in nutrition. And slowly I discovered that I found what I had been looking for just a few short years prior, you know, that just that simple solution. So, you know, now 2018, I don't know what my health future has in store for me, but you can bet that I feel so armed, so confident that the knowledge I have, what these little capsules are doing to me, what they're doing for me. So I don't have that same fear that I had just a few short years ago. I look forward to my years ahead, and whatever comes my way, well, I take comfort in knowing that I have the best protection that I can have.
Wow.
The end.
Wow. Thank you, Monica, for sharing that. Thank you. Thank you. It's so powerful. And your story gives people hope too. I think breast cancer is something that we all fear. And so I really appreciate so much. Juice Plus is great, and it's not just about that either. You have to try to go to this Healthy Living Revolution website too, because it's all about the core four. It's about exercise, and it's about other things, and educating ourselves, and listening to other people's stories too. So I want to thank everybody for coming on tonight. If you want to know more about Juice Plus, get with that person who might have invited you. Juice Plus is not expensive. It is $2.50 a day for 30 fruits and vegetables. If you add in the complete, which is the protein powder, it's 45 plant foods, and it's what, $4.50. So I really think that is a bargain when you look at what you're getting. So, you know, I always say it's easier to maintain your health than regain your health. And this is all about nutrition insurance. And, you know, who do you know who might be worried about their health future, or have a family history, or has a picky eater, or doesn't want the flu this winter, or wants to be, you know, anti-aging and look healthier and everything. So that's what this is all about. Who do you know? And we have recorded this. In fact, I'm going to stop the recording now, but we can always share it too. So thanks.